Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my transfer plans for Game Week 9 and take a look at how I'm currently getting on in Game Week 8. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, Game Week 8 not going very well at all. Another red arrow, currently on 55 points. I need a Paquetá masterclass tonight to save my game week. But yeah, a game week rank of 5.8 mil. And yeah, 55 points, just not very good at all. The double Arsenal defense is just absolutely killing me right now, only having Raya. The double Arsenal attack, like I say, it's just not working out. And I do need to kind of put that fire out, I feel like, straight away. Because it's just, I think not having Gabriel over like the last 2 or 3 game weeks, it's been like 30 odd points or something. But either way, Raya picking up 6 points, Senesi picking up 2 points, Van Dijk picking up 3 points. Very happy he at least got defensive contributions because Van Dijk has been a terrible buy for my team. I don't even think he's gotten me any points, barring defensive contributions, which isn't ideal. I did play Rodon this week as well. I just thought that Leeds might have the upper hand against Burnley. That wasn't the case. He only came away with 1 point. Paquetá is still yet to play. He plays tonight, Brentford at home. My transfer this week was Saka in for Rangers. I don't mind that transfer because obviously he did pick up 7 points, 2 bonus, the defensive contributions as well. Didn't get an assist or anything though. He just picked up 7 points from like loads of other kind of areas of the game, so I was quite happy with that. But of course, if I did go with the Van Dijk to Gabriel transfer that I was also kind of thinking about, instead of bringing Saka in, it would have obviously worked out better. But yeah, I just kind of wanted Saka in before Gabriel, but obviously the wrong decision. Kudus picking up 2 points, Semenyo picking up 4 points, Haaland as the captain, obviously does what he does best, 26 points, and then Gyökeres with 2 points, and then João Pedro with 2 points as well. I really do not like my front line, barring Haaland. Like Gyökeres, I don't think he's got a return for me in ages. João Pedro hasn't registered a shot on target for like 4 or 5 games now. It's absolutely just criminal how he was so good at the start of the season and how bad he is right now. It's really, really unfortunate. And then on the bench, Dubravka picking up 9 points. I was kind of umming and ahhing about playing Dubravka this week because obviously it was a nice fixture. But yeah, he did come away with 9 points. Lacroix with a point, Konza with 2 points, and then Dewsbury Hall with 2 points as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not like the team's bad. It's not really finding any momentum right now. And yeah, 55 points for another red arrow isn't ideal. But yeah, it's been a pretty bad game week for me. Without Haaland, my last 2 or 3 game weeks would have been absolutely disasters. But it doesn't really matter anyway because everyone's captaining him at the moment regardless. I mean, my only other return really came from my Arsenal players, which I feel like everybody got more returns from their Arsenal players than me, though, and then obviously that Semenyo kind of assist as well. But barring that, everyone else just absolutely blanking. I'm just not really getting any returns from anyone right now, apart from the players that everybody else has. So that's why my rank is falling, because all of my differentials, like my Kudus is a little bit of a differential, obviously like Rodon, Van Dijk, they're just not getting anything. So that's where it's all going wrong. But either way, that's how I'm currently getting on in Game Week 8. Let's take a look at what the team looks like in Game Week 9. So the team selection for Game Week 9 is as follows right now. I do have 2 free transfers in the bank. We'll talk about that more in the transfer portion of the video. But I do have Raya, who's got Crystal Palace at home. I also have Dubravka, who's got Wolves away. And Wolves just look terrible at the moment. But I'm never going to not play Raya with a home fixture as opposed to Burnley with an away fixture. It's just not going to happen. Senesi's got Forest at home. So pretty good fixture for Bournemouth. I mean, they should probably beat us. Then again, we have now sacked Big Ange after, what, 30 odd days in charge. Looks like Sean Dyche is going to be in, so maybe he sorts us out at the back. I don't know what that's going to mean for us going forward, but it is what it is. But yeah, still a very good fixture for Senesi with Forest at home. Virgil van Dijk with Brentford away. It's just been a terrible pick right now. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool. 4 losses in a row. I think it's just about time I kind of got rid of him. But of course, because I already have 3 Arsenal players, bringing Gabriel in for him, I'm going to have to get rid of one of those. But again, I'll talk about that more in the transfer portion of the video. I've got Rodon, who's got West Ham at home. I'm going to have to just play Rodon this week because I've also got Lacroix, who's got Arsenal away, and then Konza, who's got City at home. So I can't really play any of those 2. So I have to play Rodon this week, even though I have Paquetá with Leeds away. It's just one of those situations. I'd rather play Rodon, who could potentially get a clean sheet, as opposed to Lacroix, who's very likely not to keep a clean sheet. And then yeah, Konza, City at home, potentially, you never know, potentially keeps a clean sheet, but it's not really worth it. But yeah, Paquetá with Leeds away, Saka with Crystal Palace at home, Kudus with Everton away, Semenyo with Forest at home, Haaland, who is my current captain, with Villa away, and then Gyökeres with Crystal Palace at home, and then João Pedro with Sunderland at home as well. It does feel weird, like, thinking about getting rid of Gyökeres with the fixtures that he's got coming up. Like, Crystal Palace home, then Burnley away, and then Sunderland away. Like, how can you get rid of a striker with those fixtures, like, coming up? But I think Arsenal had, like, 0 XG conceded in that first half against Fulham. So it's just not even worth, like, you just have to double up on Arsenal defence right now, and that's where it's going wrong for me. So yeah, I think my mind's already made up about that, but again, we'll talk about that a little bit more in the transfer portion of the video. But yeah, Gyökeres has just been absolutely terrible. Like, I brought him in on the wild card, thinking that after the bad fixtures he'd come good. Hasn't got a return since game week 4, and that was against a struggling Forest. He's got 2-2-2-2, so yeah, four straight games with absolutely 0 returns. His XG has been decent, like 0.42 against Fulham, 0.68 against West Ham, 0.38 against Newcastle. I mean, nothing against Man City, but that's obviously Man City. So it's not like he's not getting chances and stuff. He's just not being very clinical, which is crazy because he scored like the most goals in Europe last season. So it's crazy how, like, obviously the change to the league and everything can completely change like a player. I mean, we've all seen like what's happened to Verts and stuff. But yeah, it's probably time I got rid of him. But yeah, like I say, on the bench, Dubravka with Wolves away, Lacroix with Arsenal away, Konza with City at home, and then Dewsbury Hall with Spurs at home as well. So the bench doesn't look strong at all this week. So that's why I kind of have to play the players that I've already got in the starting 11. But as I say, I've got 2 free transfers. Let's take a look at what the transfers do look like going into game week 9. So this is the transfer situation. I've got 0.7 mil in the bank with 2 free transfers to play with. And yeah, I think even though it's just doesn't make sense to get rid of Gyökeres before these really good fixtures, I think it's about time I did get rid of him. It's just not really working out, and I need that double Arsenal defence. And I'd much rather have Saka than Gyökeres as well. On penalties, I don't want to say a lot more attacking, but I feel like he is getting better chances and stuff. But I don't know, maybe when Madueke comes back, it lowers Saka's minutes. But Saka's he's literally the star boy. He's that trophy player that Arsenal have. So he's going to be playing as the majority of the games. But yeah, Gyökeres has to go so I can bring in Virgil van Dijk. So the striker options aren't really exciting me too much. Like, I'd bring in Mateta this week, but he's got 2 really, really bad fixtures. He's got some bad fixtures coming up, should I say. He's got Arsenal away, but then after that, they're really, really good. But I want to get rid of Gyökeres this week. And if I don't get rid of him this week, it just doesn't make sense to get rid of him when he's got, like, Sunderland and Burnley coming up. So it's either this week or I just won't do it. So yeah, that's kind of the thinking that there. I mean, like I say, I could bring him in this week and just not play him. I could bring him in and just play Saka, Semenyo, Dewsbury Hall, Kudus, Paquetá, João Pedro, Haaland. But then you can't really bench a penalty taker for Crystal Palace. But then I've got a striker playing double Arsenal defence. So again, it just doesn't feel like the week to bring Mateta in. So the other player that I was kind of looking at was the new Newcastle striker, Waltermaid, however you pronounce his name. 7.4 mil, so obviously getting a bit of money in the bank there. He's got Fulham at home, and then to be fair, the Newcastle fixtures do look quite good going forward. Fulham at home, West Ham away, and then Brentford away in the next 3. So I don't mind bringing him in. He's not on penalties, which is a massive shame, but I still think he is a decent player to bring in, especially with the height that he has. You know, obviously Newcastle love set pieces and stuff, and he has been scoring, and that's just what I need in my team right now. So yeah, I'd be bringing in the new Newcastle striker, and then obviously I'd be bringing in Gabriel. So it's just who I get rid of for Gabriel, really. Taking a look at the fixtures, Konza, awful fixtures. He's got City at home, Liverpool away, Bournemouth home. Not ideal at all. So he could be one of the players that I get rid of. Remember, I've got 2.3 mil in the bank. Lacroix, the fixtures, again, not bad after Arsenal, so I don't really want to get rid of him. Van Dijk, it could be him, to be fair. He's been absolutely horrible to own. Brentford away is not bad, but then Villa at home, City away could just be the situation where I just trade him for Gabriel. And the price points are relatively similar, so I'm not taking a massive hit in the bank. I still have 2 mil in the bank if I make that transfer. Brings in the double Arsenal defence, brings in a decent Newcastle striker. And then, to be fair, after that, João Pedro has Spurs away. So I'd still have João Pedro for the Sunderland at home game, but then maybe I get rid of him for Mateta and then just completely change the forward line. And this will obviously be in game week 10, because I wouldn't mind having Mateta in with the fixtures that he's got coming up, and like I say, on penalties and stuff like that. João Pedro potentially on penalties until Enzo is back. Enzo could be back for Sunderland at home, which again is a player that I wouldn't mind bringing in, but I just have so many other fires that I need to put out. It's just not a player that I think I have the luxury of bringing in right now. So yeah, for game week 10, it would probably look something like this. So I'll be bringing Gabriel and Voltamide in, and then Mateta in for game week 10. And then it honestly looks a little bit better. I do have a couple of players that fixtures do get a little bit worse, like with Kudus, he's got Chelsea at home and then Man United at home. But again, he can score in both those fixtures. I mean, Chelsea obviously beat Forest 3-0, but they definitely should have conceded quite a few goals in that fixture. Forest were just not at the... I mean, they've not been at the races for a while, but they definitely should have scored a couple of goals. I mean, we hit the crossbar in the post with one shot, which is harder to do than score. But yeah, that's kind of where the transfer situation is, and that'll give me triple Arsenal, give me decent strikers. It'll be bringing in another penalty taker in Mateta, and then after that I can start saving up transfers and actually be able to sort the team out. Because after that, I'm very, very happy with the team. You know, I've got decent centre backs, decent defenders, a decent midfield with a few penalty takers in there with Saka and Paquetá. There's a couple of players that I will opt to get rid of soon, such as Kudus. And because I have 1.9 mil in the bank as well, when I do eventually get rid of Kudus, I'll have like 8.6 mil to bring in somebody. So I don't mind that at all. Bruno Fernandes is a player that as well that I'm kind of like monitoring a little bit, because the fixtures aren't too bad for Bruno, and he's 8.9. So I'm just out of range of bringing him in with Kudus. So if I can find 0.3 somewhere else, I'd potentially bring Bruno Fernandes in as well. And then I really, really like that team. So yeah, that's another thing. I just have to find 0.3 somewhere. Probably get Lacroix to like a different defender, like a 4.5 mil defender or something like that. There are 4.5 mil Crystal Palace defenders, which is a little bit of a sideways transfer. But if it allows me to bring in Bruno Fernandes, who, again, on penalties, stuff like that, I'm umming and ahhing about him though. It's like I say, he's playing really deep, and that kind of puts me off a little bit. But you can see that the team looks a lot better with him in there with an extra penalty taker. And then I've got 3 pen takers in midfield, and then I've got Haaland and Mateta up top who are on pen. So yeah, that's something that I'm kind of thinking about, but that's the transfer a lot further down the line. As of right now, I think this week it's just going to be Voltamide and Gabriel in, and then game week 10 we'll bring Mateta in, and then we'll see where we are after that. But either way, that's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what are your transfers looking like for the next game week. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.